Hello everyone, it's great to have you with us today. Have you ever thought about how different life could be if cars drove themselves?
Hi there. Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing. Imagine a world where you're not stuck waiting for a taxi at 2 a.m. and your car just arrives, ready to go. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it?
Absolutely. But it's becoming a reality. Did you know that more than 13 million people die in car crashes every year globally? The World Health Organization says a whopping 94% of those are caused by human error.
And here's where autonomous cars come in. In 2023, Waymo's self-driving fleet covered 3.8 million miles, with just 0.07 crashes per million miles in California. That's significantly safer than human drivers.
Wow, that is impressive. Just think about the difference that makes for families. More moments together, more celebrations, more lives lived, without fear of tragic interruptions on the roads.
Exactly, and it's not only about safety. For over 1 billion people with disabilities worldwide, driving themselves is just a dream. But with autonomous vehicles, that dream can become a reality.
Take Sarah, for example. She used to depend on her sister for everything: doctor visits, grocery shopping. Now, she can book her own rides. It's more than just a car for her. It's freedom.
And let's not forget seniors. In the US, 1 in 4 seniors don't drive, and autonomous cars could greatly reduce their isolation. Imagine the social impact of giving back mobility to those who can no longer drive.
Plus, think about the economic impact. Traffic costs are massive: $166 billion a year in the US alone due to lost time and fuel. Autonomous cars communicate with each other, leading to smoother traffic flows.
Studies show that even if only 30% of cars were autonomous, congestion could drop by 40%. Less traffic means less time commuting and more productive personal and professional lives.
So, in this light, autonomous vehicles appear not only as technological marvels, but as a beacon towards safer, more inclusive, and efficient communities.
It does make you question, is this future too good to be true, or just what's waiting for us down the road?
Let's start with a positive. Think about fuel efficiency. Self-driving cars can actually optimize speed and acceleration, cutting fuel use by up to 15%.
That's less smog and CO2, and more money saved for sure.
But it's not all smooth driving. For instance, in 2022, a tragic accident happened when an autonomous car misidentified a construction zone, leading to a fatal crash.
And since 2019, the US NHTSA reported 273 crashes involving Level 2 plus autonomous systems, with 17 resulting in deaths.
The problem is, these systems struggle in extreme weather and unusual situations, like a deer crossing the road at night or a broken-down bike in the middle of the lane.
And that brings up the big question: when these systems fail, who's responsible? The driver, the company, or the programmers?
It's a complicated legal mess that's still unresolved. And then there's the economic impact on jobs. Imagine millions of truck, taxi, and ride-hail drivers facing unemployment.
Yeah, in the US, over 3.5 million people drive trucks for a living. The fear is that by 2030, 40% of these jobs might be replaced by autonomous vehicles.
And it doesn't stop there. Mechanics, parking attendants, even traffic cops might see their roles disappear.
A lot of people worry, what do we tell them? Especially those like our truck driver Mike, who consider it their identity.
And then, the ethical dilemmas. Picture an autonomous car needing to choose between hitting 5 pedestrians or veering off to hit 1. What does it do?
According to a 2023 survey by Pew, 62% of people want their car to save the most lives, but only 23% would actually buy that car.
We're inherently selfish, I guess. Who decides these rules anyway? A tech executive, a politician, or the public?
It's murky right now. The US has taken a hands-off approach, whereas the EU enforces strict regulations on autonomous vehicles.
So, as we've seen, while the technology itself is fascinating, it's the lack of clear rules and ethical guidelines that presents the biggest challenge.
Right, and as we move forward, these are the questions that need answering if we want a smooth journey into the autonomous future.
They've got some of the toughest AV laws around, and yet, self-driving cars there have clocked over 10 million miles without a single fatal incident. It's a prime example of how regulation can guide innovation without stifling it.
Right. It shows that rules can actually ensure safety, but there's more to it. It's also about preparing for changes, like job shifts. Some worry about losing jobs to automation.
Exactly, but it doesn't have to be a permanent loss. Take Sweden, for instance. They partnered with Volvo to retrain truck drivers as autonomous vehicle technicians. The program isn't cheap. It costs about $5,000 per participant, but 90% of graduates land jobs that pay more than they earned before.
That's a great example of investing in people. And in Singapore, they're training ride-hail drivers to become AV concierges. They assist users, particularly those with disabilities, making sure everyone benefits from these advancements.
It's all about making sure progress doesn't leave anyone behind. Companies often tout innovation but shy away from accountability. It's crucial they share how their AI systems make ethical decisions and respond to problems.
That's true. Transparency is key. Communities should also be involved. People should have a say in whether they want self-driving cars in their neighborhoods, how fast they can go, and how they handle pedestrian priorities.
Spot on. This isn't just a top-down approach, it's a bottom-up movement. Communities deserve a voice in shaping policies that affect them. Autonomous vehicles are tools, neither inherently good nor bad. They can save lives and reduce pollution, but also present challenges like job displacement and ethical dilemmas.
So, it's not just about whether these cars are a blessing or a curse, but rather what future we want with them. Do we create a scenario where only the wealthy have access to them? Or do we work for a future where everyone benefits, including the elderly and working class?
Next time you spot an autonomous car, don't just see it as a piece of technology. See it as a chance to create a better world if we're bold enough to try.
Thanks for joining us. Let's keep the conversation open and proactive. Until next time, take care.